That's why I'm hero villain, cause I really get it, and I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Make a choice. I need 100 pack for my boys. Be hating and talking and talking and hating. I bet you I kill the noise. I've been a man like I'm Peyton. I boost up my rating. You know how I play with toys. Pop out on any occasion, get standing ovations. They can't help it but rejoice. They all wanna follow me, cause I got my foot on the opposition neck and ain't no apologies. 100 yards, you know I own all the property. Daddy's home, you know I own all the property. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose.
Dollar. Hey. DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring the in the. You know I stay with some bad little babies. TGOD baby, know that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We going honest, we going insane. Pouring this. Yeah, homies got me pouring this. We get awards, but we get God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss. Baby, it's all in the wrist. You really wanna be the boss, it's expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never defend it. Put in that work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down hella trees, yelling timber. Stand in the line, they put me in the center. It blow their mind when they see how I'm winning. Went back and doubled up, now you in trouble. My all hustle, my diamonds are huddled up. TGOD got this off the muscle. Ask me about my life, man, I love it. Got so many rings, I need room for another one. Been through the pain, now it ain't no more struggle. My team win the game, put our face on the cover, brother. We the champions.
Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Las Vegas Raiders. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Nate Holmes. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game. Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching them try to take away that area of the field.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Now Carr. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Two there on the 3rd down conversion. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Raiders at 1-6 now. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Once again, it's Jacobs. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So 2 disastrous running plays, and now they face a 3rd and very long. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. The kick by Carlson is good. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg, and boom, over the crossbar.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
It certainly did, and I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They give it off here to the tight end. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Pittsburgh. 19 Tigers.
On first down, they'll run to the Wonder. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. His throw incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He opted to go with his scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and he did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first. The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On play action, it's Carr. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. On the move past the 40. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved.
2nd quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On play action, now Carr. And it's complete to Adams. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Jet sweep. Carr bats it forward. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. So Carr will depart, and on comes the Raider kicker Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. Carlson able to put this one through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that they spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
And this is going to be a Steelers 1st down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. Another run now for Nwangu. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Here's a 2nd and 7. Being chased out left. Completion here to Claypool. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to the right or the left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into 1st down and then some. On the draw, it's Nwangu. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Nwangu going to get it on the counter, and he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. A pair of negative running plays, and now they're looking up at a 3rd down at 17 to go. Slot man moves right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd down, mistakes. They've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Boswell's kick is good, and they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the third drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Now a play fake. Carr. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So after the sack, Carr in Las Vegas with a 3rd and long. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll look downfield for Waller. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Let's take it inside his own 40. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Okay, ready?
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Have a great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal. They'll certainly have the green light here. They'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll look to throw here. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Carr. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So now Carr and the Raiders dealt a 3rd and long after that sack. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Las Vegas sending out their punter now. Standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Taking on the midfield logo. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Here we go, set.
They fire this one quickly to Austin. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will tie things up at 6-6. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on the 17-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they'll have time for 1 play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. The final shot here before half for Carr. A quick throw, but incomplete. So we have reached halftime here with not much scoring between these two teams. 6-6 our score. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. All even through 1 half of football as we get back underway in quarter number 3. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
On the ground, Jacobs will get the 3rd quarter started. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right? And on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Carr. Steps away to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you're expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Straight ahead, here's Huangu. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Divine Diego. And the Raiders will take over possession here up at the 34. They brought the house that time on a young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 48 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd down, Jacobs bulldozes past him, and he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Jet sweep, Carr backs it forward. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. A good gain there on 3rd and 8 of 7 yards, and now a decision here on 4th and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
The kick by Carlson is good, and they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL. As the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Back to Nwangu again on first down. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll go right back to Nwangu. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll set up to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. For the defense, they were all over that. As soon as that ball was in the air, it was dangerous. Not only was it intercepted, CD, but they return it for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he read that the entire way. He was reacting before other players had a chance to react themselves. Had the determination saying this just won't be a pick. It's going to be 6 points as he takes it the other way to the end zone.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Back Crosby, able to record his 5th sack of the season. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. First play's a run with Nwangu. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. He'll drop to throw. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
And this offense on 3rd down today, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll set up a throw. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They go play action here on 1st down. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops from one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On play action, they'll throw. He'll let it fly for Austin. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Well,
fourth quarter touchdown there. Back to a two-score game, but time is not their ally.
No, it's not, partner. They still have a pulse, but it's probably a little weak right now. A lot of things have to go right in these final 2 minutes plus for them. I think they have to be thinking onside kick here, and we know how difficult those are to recover.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. Wow, 185 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. A give. It's Jacobs off the option. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
Yeah, we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
That's going to be caught. It's Austin. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Steelers.
Up the middle, Nwangu. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Raiders pick it up. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Carr going to look to throw. The left side throw complete to Adams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.